I was reading something on the screen. Hello, everybody. Okay, wait. I got one more thing to do before we start. Okay, wait. I need to calm down. You know when you're trying to rush to do something and you just mess everything up. So, concentration now. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Thought I was ready. So, what's going on is I have a message for you guys, okay? God gave me a message to give to you guys. But, uh, okay, tell you what, with this one, I just decided I'm going to wing it, okay? I'm going to wing it, and that's why, fucking hell, public, and then press save. Okay, so now I should be able to find it. Hold on. So I need to record on two phones because you know how Babylon like to shut me down. Just in case this live goes wonky, I want to, just in case this live goes wonky, I have a backup phone recording it because this is a very important message that needs to go out. But I'm searching for a playlist. Okay, there we go. All right. So, as you see from the title, this is dedicated to the superstars of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Now, the message is as follows. It says, "You thought this magical ride was over. It's not. You're being called back for duty." It says, "Get fit again." And then God listed a number of body parts that you really need to pay attention to. We have neck, vocals, legs, hands, waist, feet, lungs, diaphragm, nose, throat, mouth, eyes, mind. And I would imagine your back too. Okay? So it says, "The world needs you. Are you up for it?" Now, this here is actually it's an offer. It's a proposal. So you can say yes, you can say no if you want to, okay? But there's a need for you guys. All right? There's a need for your maturity. Okay, hold on, let me pray for a bit. Let me ask God to come in and master this here live so that the right words come out of my mouth. Please take over, Most High. All right? Because the message was coming out jumbled, and yeah, that's not what I'm here for. So, as you can see, what has been going on with the music world nowadays, right? It's not okay. And when it comes to the mind is a very powerful thing. I have on shots, right? So don't watch that. So the mind is a very powerful thing, and music is equally as powerful. It penetrates the mind, the body, and the soul. Music is so powerful, it can either hurt you or heal you. Like I said, the power of life and death is in the tongue. Now, when it comes to the industry that you're in, what I have on my mental file so far is that it's an unfair industry. And I understand that. God understands that. God is giving you guys a second wind. It doesn't matter your age, God is teaching you what you can actually do. They have taught us a lot of things when it comes to age, and many of us have chosen to believe what they teach us regarding our inability to be agile, our inability to be relevant, our inability to be strong and in good health even in old age. That's all rubbish. What they taught you, you need to scrap that, put that in the bin. What is necessary is for you to take care of yourself, your food, your mind, your stress levels, the people you hang around, the things you choose to invest your time and your energy and your money and whatnot into. These are the different things that prolong your life, making sure that you get rest. Okay? So, if you've never paid attention to your health before, you're being called to pay attention to your health now. So, if you're looking for the fountain of youth, you're about to find it. But you have to believe. Now, God says, are you up for it? That means this is no force and no compel. If you're willing to bring back your musical genius to the forefront, then God is willing to support you in every way possible. That means the powers that once had power over you will no longer have power over you. I did a reading a little while ago. It has already begun, where there's a changing of the powers that be. There's a changing of the guard. There's a changing of the head of the industry. So it will be under new management. Therefore, conditions will most definitely, not most likely, God said most definitely be better than they were before. It will be more fair, I heard. You will get what you want and deserve. So, this is a second opportunity for you guys to come out, because right now the world needs you. So, take a look at the world when you guys were directing it, and take a look at the world now with these new people who are directing it. Now, I don't have anything against these new people who are directing the music industry, these new people who are bringing us music, okay? Whether they're negative and positive, I don't have a problem with them. What I have a problem with, what I have a problem with, and what God has a problem with, is the unlevelness of the playing field, okay? So, we have the darkness and we have the light. We have many representatives of the darkness, but the children of the light are way too quiet. And God says it's time for you guys to rise and take your rightful place in this world, because the world needs you, not want you. Humble yourself. Most naturally, humble yourself so that you can stay calm and focused, so that you can be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, better than you've ever been before. That's what's in store for you. The other point that I need to touch on is this. Think back to when you first started. When you first started, you were living natural lives. You were living amongst people. You were just Aretha Franklin. You were just Life Jennings. You were just R. Kelly. Yes, I fucking said his name. R. Kelly. Put some respect on that man's name. Everybody has faults. Everybody has flaws. Just because yours are in the dark, it don't make you any better than him. Fuck y'all. R. Kelly. I said it. You were just Jodeci. You were just Boys to Men before you became big stars. Now, living that life and the many other names that are too numerous for me to remember or mention right now, right? From the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I'm talking to all y'all. So, what God wants you to realize is this. When you first started, all the songwriters, all the musicians, the reason why your gift was so potent is because you were spending time with the regular people. So therefore, you were very relatable. Okay? The regular people are actually your audience. The regular people are actually those who you were put here to guide through your music, to heal through your music, to motivate through your music. Your music is for us. I'm a musician too, but I'm putting myself with the audience right now. So your music is here for us, the regular people. All right? And you know the power of music. You know how your music have brought different people together. Music unites cultures, it unites religions, it music break down borders. This goes for you too, conscious community, reggae music stars. I'm talking to all y'all. Hip hop, rap, soul, Motown, opera, you name it. Soca, you're being called back. Okay? So let me not stray from the point I was trying to make. Your music was potent in the beginning because of your affiliation with the natural world, your affiliation with regular people. If your music is relatable to the masses, then that's what makes it so powerful. When you guys got into the spotlight, there a disconnect started to form, okay? Because now you don't know about the regular life. You don't know about working two jobs. You don't know anymore about having to struggle to pay your rent. You don't know about um, not having people around you. You don't know about not being able to afford certain things. You kind of forgot what that life was like, okay? So God put you through a spell of remembrance. So that's what you're in now, and this is what God is calling you out of. Now, because you have seen both sides of the coin, and God allowed you to see the flip side of the coin once again, when you relaunch, you're gonna have a lot more new music to bring. You're gonna have a lot more new vibes to share with this world, because you were able to connect once again with the regular man, with the regular woman, with the regular children. Okay, you have seen and experienced a lot of things since your time in the spotlight. These are the things that God wants you to share. God wants you to put these things in your music, because you are guides. You are guides, you are healers, you are special, you are needed. So the things that God has put in you the second time around, and what was in you the first time around, God wants you to come and share that with the masses once again, because too easy we forget. And because the airwaves are bombarded with the negativity, this is the reason why mankind is so out of control, out of sync. We have no guides. Our guides are quiet. It's time for you guys to wake up. It's time for you guys to come back on the scene once again, so that you can play the role that God created you to play. You are stars. You were born that way. It is your destiny. It is your calling. So be grateful for your time out. And if you're willing to come and put in the effort to help to heal the world once again, then it's time for you to start getting into that frame of mind. You must choose to believe. Don't pay attention to anybody who wants you to believe different. Because if God said it, it is so. And this is the reason why you people are needed, is because you have had experience with God. And because of that, you are invaluable in the grand scheme of things. You are needed to teach people how to believe. What you're about to do, should you accept the mission, is a very magical thing. You're about to change the world once again. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait. Okay. I told my daughter the message I was getting this morning. She can't wait either. And she's 21. No, 22 now. She's 22. So these young folks, they need to get to know y'all. The Bone Thugs and Harmony, fucking Will Smith. All y'all need to come out. Do your thing once again. And I'm hearing the comedians too. So this is talking to the musicians and the comedians. Oh my God. And the movie stars. Okay, wait, we have information coming in. So I thought it was just based on music. But I guess God is opening up. I did say let's wing it because, you know, when the enemy knows what you're going to do beforehand, then they can manipulate it. But I only took that little bit of information this morning and told God, don't give me no more. Let's just wing it. So that way nobody knows what's coming. And that's the reason why I'm doing it live. And that's the reason why I'm recording it as well. So let's see where else God wants to go with this message. So it's all about your fitness right now. Now, you need to realize where you're at when it comes to your level of fitness, and you need to build from where you're at. Do not try to do more than you can do. Okay? Don't try to go too fast. Take your time. Forget about the clock. The clock does not exist. The clock certainly does not determine your fate. The clock does not determine what is going to happen to you in the future or not. You could be 99. You could be 100. You can be 112. Forget the clock. Forget the clock. Live. Be the exception to those rules. Because those rules only have power because we give power to it by choosing to believe that man only live, how they say, 60 and 10 years and woman only live 70 and 10. They say that we're only supposed to live till we're 80. In the Bible, the people them used to live for thousands of years. Forget the clock. Live. Take care of your body. Learn how to take care of your body. Be the type of you that you've never been before. And if you are already on that path, congratulations. You can teach me a thing or two. Precisely why we need you. You have been here much longer than we have. You have a lot to offer to us. It breaks my heart when I see the elders dying, because I know where you fit in the grand scheme of things. You are not irrelevant. You are not useless. People who call you that, they're idiots. Why you gonna choose to believe those people is beyond me. We're here to tell you you're not irrelevant. We're here to tell you you are very valuable, as a matter of fact, because you have seen, you have experienced, you have learned a lot. We need you. The world needs you, like for real, for real. Okay? I'm trying to look into both cameras to make sure that whichever one I have to use, I'm looking at you. Let me think if there's anything else. Okay, so we're going to the cards now. So I do readings. I do tarot readings. I am an oracle. I'm a channel for the Most High. I have dedicated my life to being a channel for the Most High, because God needs a voice in the earth, which is what God wants you guys to be as well. Teach what you've learned. So I do readings, or I bring messages from the Most High to the young children. I bring messages to the adults, and I'm going to open up a segment where I bring messages to the seniors. And I'm hearing from 40 or 50 years up. So I'm going to have to design some new decks to handle the kind of situations that you guys be dealing with, so you can get your messages. So look out for that coming in the future, because obviously God is going to have to give you guys guidance too. So now that's 52 readings I'll have to do. But God is going to show me the way to get it done, so I can use my energy efficiently, so that everybody can get the blessing that God intended for them. Okay? So you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but do check in from time to time. If your spirit tell you check in on this channel, so that you can see if there's any messages here for you. Okay? Because As you see on the list is your peace of mind. What better way is there to create a good peace of mind than to have the right information? Okay, so God is not going to set you guys on this journey and leave you alone. Other people are going to rise as well, who are going to bring you the messages that you need so that you can stay focused and let this be as much of a smooth transition into your future as possible. Okay, if you look at TikTok, you'll see all them 65, 75-year-old people who are now getting into lifting weights and looking after themselves. So what is old age? It's nothing. Okay, if you're not the type of person to get into these social media or get on these social media platforms, I suggest that you do bring your own content to these social media platforms. Why? Because if you're sensible and you don't put your voice and your thoughts out there, then what are we left with? The rubbish. We are left with those who are only trying to figure it out. We are left with the inexperienced. So right now the internet is bombarded with those who do not have experience, those who actually don't have knowledge when it comes to life. That is a very unlevel playing field. This is the reason why your voice must be heard. This is the reason why you need to be seen. This is the reason why God is calling you back for duty. I think that's all we need to cover there. So God has directed me to the cards. So let's see what message God has for you at this time. And then I'm going to let you guys get back to your lives. Life goes on, man. Life is what we make it. And obviously you have to be mindful of the contracts. You've learned a thing or two about contracts and who you're choosing to do business with and all these things. Who you're choosing as friends. Who you're choosing as your entourage. We need you. We need you to teach us. We need you. We need you. We need you. You are still valid. Wine only gets better with age. You are wine. Look after yourself so you can maintain your beauty. And you see this part of your body, when it comes to exercises, you need to do this. So that way everything looks firm. When you tell people, oh, I'm 75, they say, nah. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay? Facial exercises. But the more that you sing as well, you use the muscles in your face. So all those wrinkles that you see coming, they are going to disappear. I'm 42. I've experienced wrinkles. I know how they come and I know how to make them go away. Okay? And I'll be on here bringing different bits of information to the public. So, like I said, if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. But do check in from time to time and just browse through, see if there's any information here. If you feel drawn to any video that you see here, take a browse, okay? Because right now we're in the information age. Information is very invaluable. Information is the difference between life and death, happiness and sadness, progress and retrogression or regression. Information can either make you or break you. So, seek out those jewels. Me personally, I have a Facebook account. I have a TikTok account. I don't usually go on there, but that's probably because there's too much nonsense. There's some good stuff on there, but once it becomes more constructive, then I'll definitely be going on there more. But for right now, I do YouTube, I do Insta. Well, I don't really go on Instagram, but I have an Instagram account. But like I said, you people are missing, and this is the reason why people like me don't really care about going onto these forums. Your presence is missed. God didn't teach you all the things that you were taught for no reason. You didn't go through all what you've gone through over the last couple of, well, over your whole lifetime for no reason. These platforms are there. They're open for you to tell your story. Who's better to tell us stories than people who have actually lived some life? We young people who haven't really gone through anything, what do we know? Nothing much. All we have is our imagination. That's not good enough. Please be patient with me as I shuffle. Sometimes it takes a long time, depending on your level of patience. But it's about aligning the cards so that you get the right message. This here is, it's an art that requires accuracy. Because like I said, information is invaluable. It can either make you or break you. So I'm trying to bring the message from the Most High now. What does God want to tell you? Two more times and then we're ready. And the eyes too. There's so much that I need to teach you guys. And just know that the same people that fight against you, they fight against me because they don't want me to do what I'm doing, innit? I'm risking my life bringing you this information. I've always been risking my life, but this is what we just have to do what we have to do. Okay? There's always been this battle between good and evil going on, so it's for us to pick our side and stick to it, because at the end of the day, they've always fought against me, but God has always protected me in the same breath. So while they're fighting against me, God is protecting me. So this is why I'm so alright. I'm well. I'm of sound mind. I'm peaceful. And I'm joyful in my spirit. They don't understand it. God has kept me. So let's see. What message does God have for you guys? Superstars of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. On your second rise, this is the comeback. We're out again. Trying to block the message. I can feel them. I'm not up for the fighting today. God has to take over this one. I am not extending any extra energy. God is gonna have to sort this out. So we have a mystery card here. So mystery cards are cards that didn't come out the deck, they didn't flip over, but there's energy in them that's begging to be noticed, and I agree we should take a look. Those are mystery cards, yeah? What do we have? Awakening. Let's show this camera and then show it to this camera. Awakening. So, all those who have been asleep, it's time to rise and shine. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have metamorphosis. So that's talking about the transformation that you're being called to go through. Okay? It's time to change your body. It's time to bring your body back to life, your body and your mind back to life. You're about to experience something that is out of the ordinary. You're about to experience something that is completely contrary to what our leaders have taught us for many years. Okay, those who lead in the industry of information, those who have written the books, all um the school books and the psychology books and all these things. God is about to scrap all that nonsense and reveal the truth to the whole world through you. Okay, so the awakening card, it says you are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. So you're coming to see, you're beginning to see, you're beginning to see the possibilities. The clouds are being cleared away from your vision as of this day. The underlying issue, like I said, is metamorphosis. It says, like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you are about to get your wings. You're about to fly again. This is no joke. You could choose not to believe me if you want to. It's not going to make it a lie. So metamorphosis, then we have the void. It says, you may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction, which is normal. It's common. Okay. You're only human. It's two very different types of life that you have lived. To be simple, then to become a superstar, and then to go back to that life again. It very much can be heartbreaking. If you're not in the right frame of mind, if you're not seeing things from the right perspective, it is a very heartbreaking experience. But if you're seeing it from the right frame of mind, you will see that, like I said, before you were connected to your audience, you were connected to the people through life experiences. You understood their pain, you understood their happiness, you understood their efforts. But then when you went into that other world, there became a disconnect because you don't know about not having, you don't know about being around genuine people. Well, some of you do, but you understand what I'm saying. Because when you don't have anything and somebody still loves you, it's like you can't think that they love you for what you have. You know? But when you have everything and people love you, it's like, do you really love me for me, or are you just around me because of what I have and because of who I know? And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So it is a tough thing, and perhaps you guys probably turn to this and that to cope with the shift in realities, but you're being released now. You're being called back for duty. It's time to awaken. Okay. So we have the metamorphosis and then the void, and then it says automatic negative thoughts. It says you are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. Let's show this one. And we'll show it to this camera. You can pause it so you can read it so you can see I'm not lying to you. Okay? And then we have old soul coming next. You are the old soul. That's not a diss. Being an old soul is a compliment. New souls haven't experienced anything. Old souls, they know things. They've been through things. Old souls can make magic. New souls are just kind of a nuisance until they start to grow. So it says, you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. And this is why you're being called back for duty. It's time for you to share. So we have obsession. It says it is time to get out of your head and back into your heart. So this is what you have been going through. You've been in your head a lot, probably remembering the old days and things like that. Now, what I need you guys to realize as well is the way how you knew humans to be when you were in the spotlight, as you can see, a lot has changed. So approach it with a new mind, approach it with a clear mind so that you can see people clearly. Do not approach this second phase as you did in the first phase. A lot has changed. Okay? God wants you to have unwavering faith. Unwavering faith. It says you are being asked to have faith in the unseen. So what I'm getting with the unseen energy there is you don't know what is to come. You don't know what the end result is going to be. You have no clue how people are going to respond to you. They'll probably hear me talking to you and think that I'm crazy, but the cards disagree. I'm not just saying these things. I'm reading what has come up for you, what God has put before me to deliver to you. All the things I was saying to you just now, that's exactly what is coming out in this reading. The next card we have is your support team. You will have the support that is necessary. Like I said, me myself, I'm going to have to start doing senior readings. And a lot of other people will be supporting you in different ways. We have the gym instructors. We have gym instructors. We have nutritionists. Whatever kind of assistance you need. You got the band members. You got the writers. God will provide. Don't worry about where and how. If God calls you to do a mission, God will provide everything that you need. You've lived enough years to see that. So the support team card says 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. You will have your support team as you go through this new door. The new door. So the reading says your prayers have been answered. A new door is being held open for you. So you guys have asked. You guys have longed for. You guys have wished for a career transition. It says your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. This is it. This is what you were made for. I don't like how my hair looks. We have to tie back. Shit, that's cuter. Don't watch my rebellish ways, I'm comfortable. Okay? I know that this isn't very ladylike, but that's why I wear shorts so I can be comfortable. Fuck the world and what they're trying to make me into. Get to know me for me. And that's why I'm such a work of art. Because I don't let the world dictate who or what I am. I tell the world who I am and what I am. And they either like it or they don't. It's like going to a fashion show. You're not going to like everything that you see on the catwalk. But some things will mesmerize you. But it can't be mesmerizing if you, the audience, is telling the designer what to make. It's either it's going to mesmerize you or it's going to spark some conversation or controversy or something. But whatever it is, it brings life. So get ready for this career transition if you choose to take on the mission. Okay, and I'm going to show you the last card here. We have two last cards. We have recognition. It says someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. And my friends, that is you. You thought it was over. Just say it not done yet. God was like, psych. Here you go. Just sprinkle some fairy dust on you, like, let the magic begin. Yeah, boy. I look forward to seeing you guys and hearing from you. I'm sure the whole world looks forward to hearing you. The world has been dead without you. Can't you see? All the Sizzlers, time to get back to your soul. Sizzler and Anthony B and, you know, the Munga and the Turbulence and, come on. So yeah, someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Come in. And then the last card we have is Karma. It says you may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. My friend, don't worry about a thing. God is about to level the playing field. Listen, I am sorry for those who chose to play for the wrong team. Okay? The time for darkness to reign is coming to a halt. This is what's happening, and this is why you're being called, because we are the ones to make it happen. It's not gonna happen if we don't do anything about it. And right now, let's just say sorry to the dark side, because we are coming. We are going to live. They are annoying to us. We are annoying to them. At the end of the day, they had a job to do, which is to challenge us, and we have a job to do, which is to overcome their challenges. It's that simple. No hard feelings. It's just business. Okay? I'm just doing my job. That's what we should tell them, or that's what we will tell them. No hard feelings. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay? Okay. And let whatever will be, be. They're only gonna give us more songs to write and more movies to write and more, get creative. Use your struggles. Be creative. Share the news. Teach the people. Make some money. Be famous. Be fabulous again. Live. So anyway, last one. Oh God. If I don't stop, I will read this whole deck, because all that shuffling, I was aligning the card to your story, right? And that means that every one of these cards are in order to tell you the story that God has for you. But I'm going to save some things. I'm not going to sit here and take up all your time. We're already here almost an hour. Okay? So I'm going to show you this one. Then I'm going to show you this one, because I feel that this one is very important. And then then we're going to go to the mystery card, and that's it. Until next time. Okay. So yeah. So you may be involved in a situation that requires fairness or justice. And it surely does, because what happened to you guys in your early years, that shit was not cool, but it was meant to be. You can tell us all about it. I know some people not gonna like that, but hey, you do the crime, you do the time, man. And the reason why I am not hating on R. Kelly, the reason why I'm not angry at R. Kelly is because that is what the fucking industry is about. They're not fooling me. Okay? A lot of them, almost all of them, if not all of them, that's what the fuck they were doing. Alright? It's just, the question is, why are they throwing R. Kelly under the bus like that? That's the question. It's not what R. Kelly did. It's not if R. Kelly did it. And also Bill Cosby. It's not what he did or if he did it. The question is, why are they allowing that shit to come out? Because look at Balenciaga and what's going on with the Balenciaga situation. Eh? I don't see them being thrown under no fucking bus. I don't see nobody going to jail for that shit. But anyway, later will be greater. I might do a reading to find out why they actually were bringing the hammer down on R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. Fair enough, if they did dirty, they did dirty. Okay? But there's a bigger reason behind this thing that we're not seeing. They don't want us to see that. They want to spoil every good thing that these people have brought into this world. And watch out, because they might be coming after you guys too. This is what they do. And you people should know that by now. Okay? If they can't ruin you, they will create some shit to try and ruin you. Okay? That's why we can't believe everything that we hear when it comes to the superstars and shit like that. Because they lift you up when they want to, and if you're not playing their game, they fucking try to bring you down. Okay? I've experienced that shit. I know how they do. So they can't get a person to me, like me, to write off R. Kelly or write off Bill Cosby and all the great things that they've brought into this world, or write off Michael Jackson and what they have brought. Are you fucking mad? Eh? I don't even know if those things are true. Perhaps they are true to some degree. Who knows? But if this R. Kelly thing is true, they were like 14 or whatever years old. Balenciaga is putting 3 and 4 year olds, and the parents of these children are listen. Anyway, let's get back to the reading. The last card I want to show you is Earth Shifts. It says you are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. And this is why you're being called back, because things are shifting. Like I said, there's a change of the energy. The darkness is no longer going to be in control. Their season is almost over, and it is our turn to take over. The children of the light is coming. I don't know if it's gonna take 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. We are supposed to be preparing for it right now. Do not give up. Do not watch the clock. Just live. So you are very connected to Mother Earth, and therefore you experience all that she does. And Mother Earth is ready to bring some healing to itself through us. That's what's happening here. Okay? This card is important too. It says empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. Now, this is something that people do to break you down. They project things in your thoughts and images in your mind. Be aware of who you are so you know what thoughts you would actually be harnessing. Know when people are infiltrating your thoughts. If you didn't know people do that, I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. But later will be greater. I can't tell you everything in one reading. I can't tell you everything in one reading. There's too much information for us to share with each other. I've learned what I've learned, and I need to share it, and you've learned what you've learned, and you're being called to share once again with the world. I hope that you answer the call. It's time to awaken. So the mystery card is tough love. Tough love. It says, it is time to tell the truth about something you have been avoiding. It's going to be a tumultuous journey back to the top. But remember this. God has already seen. God has already known everything that has taken place. So even with this R. Kelly thing, God see and know the truth. So it don't matter what they try to make people believe about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and Michael Jackson and all of our greats. It doesn't matter how badly they try to ruin their reputation. God is the judge. God is the executioner. And God is also the witness. There's man's law, but there's God's law. We don't need to worry about anything. Everything will sort itself out. Now, God knows that you guys aren't pure. I'm not pure. I've done bad things in my time. You've done bad things in your time. Do not let your stupidity of your youth hold you back. Forgive yourself. And if you need to make amends with someone, or if you need to ask for forgiveness, you need to get that sorted so that you can move forward with a clear mind, clear conscience. It's going to be a kind of a bumpy ride. But you will be supported. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged. Don't be hasty. Take your time. Live. The experiences that you're about to go through, that's a whole nother movie in itself. It's a whole nother story in itself. That's a whole nother book in itself. How you rose again. how God called you to rise again. You answered the call. See the potential in what I'm saying. See the potential in what God is offering to you. Please, we need you. We appreciate what you've done for us so far. And you know, unfortunately, humans are a species of, what's the word? Not realizing what is important until it's too late. On behalf of everyone, we do apologize. Don't know what we have until it's gone. On behalf of everyone, we do apologize for not appreciating you the way that you deserved to. But we didn't know what we had. Now when we see what we have, we remember what we had. You were great. You were made to be great. Please be great again. Okay. So the tough love card says, it is time to tell the truth about something that you have been avoiding. The truth will set us free. But they say for us it'll piss us off. And that is very true. But yet, we need to be set free so we can give the best of ourselves to the world. Please and thank you. So that concludes this reading. That concludes this message. If you have been here with me from the beginning, because I can't see, they're not allowing me to see the stats on the work that I produce. So as a matter of fact, I think I'll take a picture and show you. Let me show you what it looks like. It's saying I have 0 people here with me at 52 minutes and change. 0 people. Okay. This is what it looks like on my side always. So while I'm here talking, I'm always led to believe that I'm talking to no one, but I know better. This is the kind of fight that they send to me. So you need to know yourself. You need to know how important you are, and don't let anything outside of you dictate that to you. Be careful what you choose to believe. Be honest about who you are and what you have to offer. And let God take care of the rest. When it's time for me to see you guys, when it's time for me to interact with you guys, it will open up. But for right now, this is how it is. But I know you're hearing me. I know the message is going to be received, because God's not going to make me do all of this for nothing. God will make a way for you to get the message. I know that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my dears. Bye-bye.